somebody that listens, somebody that knows how to work with people regardless of backgrounds or ideology, and takes each issue on a case-by-case basis and looks to find out as much as they can about that issue from all different angles and from all different beliefs or ideologies. Then it's important to make sure you synthesize that information and come up with a conclusion that one thinks is in the best interest of the community. So it's really the honesty, the integrity, putting the community first and foremost, and making sure that one is able to work with people in a nonpartisan way. In a small state like Delaware, there really is no room for partisanship or partisan politics.
To be accessible, to go over, listen to people, and learn from people. I don't know the solution to a problem over there. What I do know is how to go over and listen and talk and learn, provide access to state government resources in terms of, if it's DENREC or DELDOT or whatever, to bring in experts or administrators who may be able to deal with a particular issue, and then fashion a community solution to a particular problem, particularly if it's a substantive problem or if it's in somebody's backyard, because sometimes the most challenging issues are those backyard issues because they impact people every day. So if you really have something wrong on the other side of your fence, it's one thing to get stuck in traffic, 3 times a week. It's quite another thing to have that problem on the other side of your fence looking at you every day.
What we need to do is to make Delaware continually more attractive and to businesses not only within the state, especially small businesses, and help small businesses survive and to grow. I believe as a small business person myself that small business really is the strength and the future of our economy and the best way to grow jobs, but also to make sure that we are making Delaware competitive and attractive to businesses outside of Delaware who would consider relocating to Delaware. One of the things that I successfully accomplished the end of this last session was the tax credit, the new economy jobs tax credit program. We're getting some good traction with this legislation and this law now, and the goal and the objective is to bring departments and divisions from companies outside of Delaware into Delaware and to continue to make Delaware more attractive to businesses.
I believe that the pendulum has swung too far in this claim that government creates jobs, that it's actually almost becoming too believed that it's not really the job of the government to create jobs. I believe it's the job of the government to help facilitate an environment where the private sector can create long-lasting, good-paying jobs and diverse economies. The government certainly has a role to play in that, either be it the strategic fund. I served on the Council for Development Finance and on some of those strategic fund reviews and decisions and some other things like that. But one of my concerns from a philosophical standpoint is that we have become I call it an application economy. If a business wants to expand, they go to DITO and they get an application, they fill it out and they hand it in. I don't think that should be the first question that comes to a business's mind. What can the government do for me, particularly from a fiscal and a financial contribution standpoint when they're creating a business and they're trying to create jobs?
It's really an opportunity to serve. And one of the interesting things is that in my profession as a physician and anesthesiologist, I get to meet and help and work with people from all parts of the community and different backgrounds. And working in the Senate, it's an opportunity to expand those relationships, get to know people in the community that are involved in other activities, other organizations, and it's really an opportunity to help others and to help facilitate initiatives within the community. It's also an opportunity to help make our state better, not only for current, for the present time, but also really looking to make the state run better, more efficiently, and more attentive to the needs of the future.
Really, it's the whole job. Certainly it gets frustrating sometimes, but that's anybody's job gets frustrating sometimes. So it's those are the little things that help it all add together. But, in total, it's just a good job. It's a great opportunity. It's very humbling to have people that you don't know say, hey, thanks for doing this, thanks for doing that. Particularly around election time when everyone's mailing, your photos all over the place. And, it's one thing when I show up at your door, well, obviously you know me, but, when you're in grocery stores and people do a double take and things like that, it's just kind of funny. But the whole job is very enjoyable. It's humbling. I just really recognize the great opportunity that I'm given, but I also recognize that the state will go on without me, as it has, as other legislators have lost, decided not to run again. So I will make my positive mark while I'm here. And if the public wants me back, which I want to come back, it'll be great joy and pride in doing that. And the votes go the other way. There's, as I said, the 62 people in Dover don't make the state run. I'll just be one of those other citizens.